During the first days of October 1941, a narrow Finnish bridgehead position held around the Syväri hydroelectric station, while the river pressed hard against its back. Major Kurt Teira's 1st Battalion of Infantry Regiment 44 took over the positions on 1st October, relieving Major Ani Lampinen, who had led the assault phase a few weeks earlier, and withdrew now in the scheduled rotation. The first night brought the signs of what was to come. Sounds of engines and clanking tracks in the distance, somewhere beyond the tree line. Teira listened to the sounds through the night and decided to move his forward command post closer to the line, measuring the sector. Harassing fire from the enemy cut some of the telephone lines. At 1 o'clock, a captured Soviet radio transmission confirmed his fears. Message ordered the Soviet infantry regiment that was reinforced by tanks and artillery to launch a coordinated attack at dawn to destroy the Finnish Bridgehead and silence the mortar positions south of the plant. The message left no doubt. The Soviets knew exactly how few men held the Finnish Bridgehead position, and they intended to erase them entirely. Teira had 4 37mm Bofors guns and a thin line of infantry to answer whatever might come over. Before dawn on the 2nd of October, the first Soviet artillery shots echoed across the area. In the front trenches, men pressed themselves into the mud as the ground lifted and fell around them. From a distance, Teira saw several T-34 tanks closing on the Finnish positions, gun barrels glowing hot. The Bofors fired at close range. But rounds only sparked and slid off the angled armor. A few tanks quickly pushed beyond the foremost trench and began to prowl behind the line, sweeping around with their guns. Teira could see that the enemy infantry had fallen behind. The tanks were advancing unsupported. When the armor turned back, Lieutenant Arvo Pentti took a handful of men forward with satchel charges and mines. They waited in their foxholes as the tanks thundered closer, and at a few meters shoved the charges into the tracks. Meanwhile, the gaps on the Finnish line were closed by riflemen and machine guns. They met the late arriving Soviet infantry in the open and broke them in crossfire. Later in October, the fighting on both sides subsided, and the Finns organized the positions for winter. Infantry Regiment 44 held the hydroelectric station line for nearly 4 months, and in late January 1942 handed the sector over to Infantry Regiment 2 before rotating to rest. In the next episode, we're heading to the frozen fields of the Winter War in 1939. Thank you for watching this episode, and please subscribe this channel to support my project.